Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. This is going to be a short one, but a third video for today. Hope you're enjoying them. Been some pretty spicy ones. Make sure to check out all of my Sacred Shard pulls for Teox and also my guide on Thor as well. I think this video will be out last today, but maybe the Thor one will be later because I'm waiting for the Hydra Clash to reset because we're going to run him through in a full key on Brutal and see how far. Hopefully we break that 1 billion mark by a decent chunk. But anyway, let's talk about summoning events. And in fact, let me bring this up. Okay, here it is. So this is the event calendar, right? The Plarium Play event calendar on PC. As you can see, this is the events that we have so far for the first week of the Thor Feyhammer Titan event over here. There is going to be a champion chase that's part of it. Get champions, and there's going to be hammer points up for grabs. Now, remember, there's likely to be a summon event. There's a 50-50 chance, I'd say. Maybe more than that it's going to be a Deck of Fate for Freya. And that's something to bear in mind. If you're the following weekend, right? If you're going for a Deck of Fate, you usually really have to go really deep to get the rewards from that. So that's something to consider. And luckily, this Champion Chase event is going to be very easy. Very, very easy, I think. So, number one, on Thursday, the 19th of September, free gear removal. Wonderful. Fantastic. That's great for 96 hours. So get your Cursed City progression in, etc. It's 4 days worth. Not too bad. So that'll be over this weekend. So yeah, this weekend is Cursed City weekend and regearing your champs and whatnot. On Thursday, there's going to be 3x speed for Dragon. So that will overlap with a Dragon turn attack tournament, which actually makes that pretty good. On Saturday, 3x Savage Fire Knight. Again, that's pretty darn good, and that should be with the Fire Knight. Yes, it is, with a Fire Knight turn attack. Again, this is pretty nice. With Dragon, you can wait an extra day. I probably do the champion training on the Thursday, and then do Dragon on Friday when Dungeon Diver starts. So that would be my advice. Start into champion training tomorrow. That's Thursday. And yeah, then do your Dragon when Dungeon Diver starts. Finish it off with Fire Knight. Cool, but 3x speed, 3x savage. That's when you want to farm these dungeons, so this stuff is all good. And then on Friday, 2x event, epics and legendaries from Ancient Shards. So 2x from Ancients, and as well, a 10x event for Dune Lord Gregor. The 10x event will be 1 day shorter, so it will end on the end of Saturday, or I guess the start of Sunday. So you can pull 2x Ancients on Sunday if you don't want a better chance for Dune Lord Gregor. Again, you got, roughly speaking, if you get a legendary during a 10x event, it's slightly less, I think, than a 5% chance. We worked it out the other day. I've already forgotten. Around about 4.5% chance or something, or 5%, that you would get Dune Lord Gregor. I rated him pretty low on my faction unity tier list, to be honest. I think he is one of the weaker ones, but the Asgard Divide champions are a big change-up. So, for example, if we look at Thor, massive damage dealer. Well, he really benefits from this bestial yell, or beast. Is it bestial or bestial? I don't know. It's not. It's kind of weird if it's bestial because it's not beast. It's best. Anyway, but I think it does mean bestial. I've read this word many times, but I've never heard anyone actually say it out loud. You know. But anyway, increase attack and increase accuracy on all allies for 2 turns on a 4 turn. With the 3 faction allies, really nice. Instant turn effect on the ally with the highest crit damage. That's likely to be Thor. I think this is definitely a little bit awkward to use. You could certainly use it for Classic and Tag Arena. I think he's not bad. And you've got a very good team with Arman's Thor, Dune Lord Gregor, and then probably Freya would be ideal. You could also use Loki. Is pretty good as well. I think the problem this team runs into is Stone Skin is a bit of an issue. If you go and you boost up Thor and you go extra turn Thor, Thor's yeah, I'm ready to kill them. And they're all in Stone Skin. What are you going to do? I don't know. It's going to be a little bit awkward. But I do think that before we had the Asgardian Divide champions in here, I think Gregor was in a bit of a rough spot. One thing he does as well, which is cool, he can decrease ally skill cooldown and boost their turn meter, and he provides increased accuracy. These are all really strong for Armans, and he also lets allies ignore 50% of the target's resistance when applying, well, stun is the big one for Arman. So when applying stun, which is great, you do more damage to enemies under stun. Not a big deal, but it's there. When counter-attacking, instant effects and debuffs placed by ally skills can't be resisted or blocked. Again, that's kind of minor. honestly. He does have a provoke A1. So you do have like you kind of an unblockable provoke is kind of interesting. You do run him with a Valkyrie, who is in this faction as well. You can put out counterattack and maybe do some interesting stuff. But yeah, I think Odin, Freya, Thor, and Loki are the really interesting ones in my mind that become a heck of a lot stronger for or make Gregor a lot better. I think without them, Gregor was kind of underwhelming. You were kind of leaning on needing Alaz as like the top tier nuker, and he does bring in counterattack as well for the team. So Alaz is a real big one that synergizes well with Gregor, but it's kind of tough to get them both. Nonetheless, I think that it's still a good shard event. You can't pull these faction unity champions outside of these shard events. I think it's not too bad to grab Gregor. Like, you're likely to have some of these Asgardian champions, and they are staying in the pool after the Asgard events. They'll still be there. So I think it's, it's okay. And hey, if you ever do get a Laz, Gregor's real good with him. If you've got Armans, it's a good combo. So you do have some decent stuff going on there. I wouldn't be rushing out to get him. And in fact, if we jump over to Siege, which is sort of where you think he'd be best, video on Siege probably coming tomorrow in our progress and whatnot. But over here, like our clanmate, I thought this was a really strong defense that really dominated in other Siege fights, but it got destroyed this time. Got Alaz, Dune Lord Gregor, double Armans, really nice. It got taken out in just 2 fights, so it beat a Dune Lord Gregor with Loki, Armans, and Yakarl. But then it got destroyed by actually no Dune Lord, right? Just Freya, Armans, Loki, and a Turvold, and it smashed him. Right? It's kind of crazy to think mythical plus the faction unity, and it's been destroyed by a non-faction unity team, which is intriguing. I wonder if he put in like a high resistance Freya and she just resisted the polymorphs from Armans. Maybe that's what happened, and his Armans could lock him out. Armans and Loki's a strong combo as well. Maybe stronger than double Armans. I don't know. But anyway, look, that's what happened. So yeah, that was kind of like, oh man, that made me feel better about putting Dune Lord a bit lower down, shall we say, in my tier list, seeing a Dune Lord team with a mythical being beaten by a non-Dune Lord. But I think he's still solid. He's still better than most legendaries. It's kind of useful to have, and it's fun to have faction unity champs. So yeah, I also think because it's a 2x champion chase with Ancients, it's very, very easy in terms of getting your points, right? Ancient shards are very plentiful. They're not that good for other events. And 2x Ancients is great. Lots of epics for empowering. The epics are giving you very consistent points towards the champion chase. So this should be a pretty easy champion chase to get your Feyhammer Titan event points in. And potentially even pick up some legendary books and stuff as well. So it should be really, really easy to grab this one at relatively low opportunity cost, I would say. So then the bigger question becomes, okay, if it is a deck of fate for Freya, are you doing that? If you are going to do that, if that is what happens, what other events will you skip? Will you skip any? And yeah, especially if you've done this summon rush to start things off, this champion chase looks very easy. Then if they do drop a deck of fate, you could be baited in as pretty much doing 3 different summon events, and you might overcap on Titan points, which won't get you anything. We've got Soul Merchant refresh. I did get the free pull on this. Let's end it with that. End it with a bang. What did I get for doing loads of Sand Devil? Getting my free summon pool summon. Was it good? Got a 2-star Venom H. 2-star Venom H. Insane. Already have that. But I can sell it for massive gains. 24 medium coins. Excellent. The grind paid off. It was worth it. Oh, yeah. There's that. That's on as well. Anyway, listen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I think I'll do this champion chase this weekend. I have 200 ancient shards saved up somehow. I don't know. I feel like I pulled loads of them recently. I'm already back to 200. They just build up, So I probably will go for this. Yeah, and just see what we get, right? See what we get. I'll see you all for that. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for if the Thor guide and stuff isn't out, or the sacred summons are out, but stay tuned for other videos today. 3 videos today. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.